many bags, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Alert! 180!
First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Check hot route. Hot. Sponge. No. Under 10. Check 50. Kill.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. 3rd down. Spectacular catch. Turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Underneath to Davis. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Now it's Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone...
They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action. Trubisky rolling to his right, looking for the end zone. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Guy showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Here's the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, Geis. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a little bit different size than they're used to seeing in Chicago, playing the middle linebacker position. But undersized or not, his speed is absolutely overwhelming. And when he arrives with a thump. The city of broad shoulders loves Roquan Smith.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find.
That's caught inside the 20. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On the run, it's Davis. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
180. Red. Alert. Check Mike 6. Hey, keep it up. Mike 6. You're right.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Davis, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, throw left side complete. That's Peterson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
But last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Alert!
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
Second down, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On
2nd and 9, Haskins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Bears take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And the Bears' 1st down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. Now Davis fumbles it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
This is Geis. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the safety creep.
Play action. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
No. Switch.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. He's got the completion to Strong. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins looking deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bears.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now it's Trubisky, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now Haskins on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On the ground, it's Geis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready?
On first down, Trubisky. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 56 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Haskins going to try to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to take him down, and the clock